Welcome everyone to the finale for the NBR Race for ALS Charity Championship of 2023. We have an unfortunate announcement that we have lost one of our championship contenders to the championship. He's not dead, don't worry. The way I worded that was a little concerning. However, he won't be making it as of now for the race unless we hear any updates. But unfortunately, he had to make a trip, was unable to attend. So as of now, Larry B. the G locks out the championship. However, third place is still up for grabs, and we'll have to see how that plays out. Here at Abu Dhabi, it's a double points race, so anything can happen. Ultra Prime, Fishy's here, or Chavez can lead the race. Now, this is a very small qualifying session, and this is going to be a pretty small race. I believe a lot of people are ready to move on for the new Forza Motorsport. I kind of expected this to happen. Alright, we're going to get qualifying underway here. It's a one-lap shootout, so once they cross the line at the end of the second lap, their lap times will be recorded and compared. Now here could be a funny mix-up. I mean, I don't think grid position is going to make a whole lot of difference in this race, due to it being a really long race. There's a lot going on. Here we go, we're on board with our old safety car, the CXRL safety car. To hop on with Ultra Prime, who's in the middle of the pack right now. Millman's gonna be the taking the top speed for sure in this race, I can tell you that. This is our final race for Forza Motorsport 7. This will be our final event on this game ever, most likely, unless we do a throwback event going through old Forza Motorsports, which we might do in the future. However, it's unlikely. So this is the final race of Forza Motorsport 7 for NBR. So this is kind of a doubling as a funeral service, but also a send off to the new game, as the new Forza Motorsport will officially launch for everyone on Game Pass on October 10th, I believe, on Tuesday, so a few days from now. But one lucky winner of the championship, which I believe Larry B. the G, will be able to play the game today, as he'll be gifted the premium edition after this race, unless he gets into an incident and has a points deduction. But it's very unlikely that that will happen due to the small grid. Whoa! Ultra Prime getting a little loose and drifting it into one of the into the chicane at the end of the long straight. I believe it was turn 13? No, wait, I can't read these numbers, they're so fuzzy. It's turn 11. 11 and 12 and 13, that's into the second sector. So come to the hotel, we'll hop on board with our championship leader currently, Larry B. the G. Now, there is a bit of drama that could happen for third position. Chavez, if he gets a DNF, which is very unlikely, because if we have a red flag, or if one person DNFs, since we only have 4 people participating, it's gonna cause a red flag to come out, which could actually make this a very interesting race. Larry B. the G with the fastest laps so far. Chavez holding second. Now here they go, here's our hot laps. They got to keep it clean to the final sector, or to be able to set a clean lap for the next lap. We were hoping to see a shootout between Sunshine and Larry B. the G here tonight, but unfortunately, Sunshine is unable to make it to the race due to complications. Really unfortunate, and we were hoping to see a battle to the end between Sunshine and Larry B. the G. There is still time for Sunshine to make it, if he makes it in like the next 5 minutes, but yeah. Does the lap counter still say 3 laps even though there's 2 laps of the race, or am I tripping? Okay, no, it was my party overlay was blocking it. We'll have to see, is anybody able to outdo Larry B. the G on the best lap? Larry B. the G is, as long as he, I mean, even if he doesn't finish here, he wins the championship. However, Chavez needs to finish, this race. Even if he has a disconnected DNF, there'll be a red flag. But if he's unable to restart the race, then we will have a possible new winner up in third. We were expecting Relampago to try and get the third position. He was battling for the podium positions for a good bit of the championship, but unfortunately had two big disconnects from two very large races that were critical for his points to be able to battle with the top two. And then he no-showed for the last two races. It's unfortunate to see it end that way. Never want to see it end that way, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And rounding out his final hot lap, Larry B. the G. Let's see what kind of lap time he gets. Crosses the line. Then 04.47.523. See what Chavez gets. 04.55.962. And Ultra Prime getting a... wait and see for him to finish. We might actually not see... yeah, we're not going to see his time, unfortunately. Alright, our provisional results are in. Larry B. the G on pole, Chavez following up in second, and Ultra Prime in third. Give us a few minutes while we get our lobby set up and ready to go. Welcome everybody back to the Race for ALS Charity Championship finale for 2023. We're about to get things underway. We're a little under attendance tonight, unfortunately. We're missing a lot of drivers. We're missing our championship contender, most importantly. Unfortunately, was unable to attend this race. We have the minimum amount of drivers required, so we can expect to possibly see a red flag if there's any kind of disconnects here at Abu Dhabi. This is going to be a really quiet and calm race. And we'll get things going in 1 second once we get the grid sorted. And we're about to get underway here for race number 6, the finale for the Race for ALS Charity Championship at NBR. And we're underway at Abu Dhabi. It is a beautiful night to have a send-off of Forza Motorsport 7. This is our final race in this game. And I forgot to switch my my intervals from distance to time, unfortunately. And we're on board with our championship leader and our champion. Not officially yet, but he has locked out the championship for himself as Sunshine was unable to make it tonight due to a complication, unfortunately. However, if there is a red flag, Sunshine will be able to join. I wish there was a way we could keep track of the laps in this game to be able to like have people down a lap. Yeah, I'll back out in a second. I just want to keep an eye on the first lap shenanigans to fix it before I fix it. Ooh, and here's a battle. There's some interesting things that could happen in this race. If Ultra Prime wins the race and Chavez DNFs, he could win. Get a podium position in the championship due to there being double points for this race. Big opportunities here for Ultra Prime. Fishy's Rule could also get a pretty good finishing position in the championship if he's able to finish this race. Ooh, a little tricky through the final chicane there from the two long straightaways where these cars can get up to some pretty quick speeds. They're very, very peppy little cars. They're very light. They have about 200-something horsepower in them. They're quite quick. The biggest thing is that they're light, nimble, and super easy to drive. Oh, Ultra Prime making a little bit of a mistake there. We hop on board with our top two right now currently. Chavez not too far away from Larry, but Larry does have a good bit of time on Chavez on this track. And we see our old pace car there, the CXRL Corvette. Been a while since we've seen that. If you're not aware, NBR used to be CXRL. We used to be labeled the Casual Xbox Racing League. Before our recent rebrand, we're now the Neon Blur Racing Association, basically. Or organization. Our official name is Neon Blur Racing. There's no association or anything added to that. Alright, I'm going to back out and fix my settings real quick, and then we'll hop back into the race. It's under HUD, I believe. We're back. On board, Larry B the G. Chavez not too far behind. Chavez is going to pick up a good third position in this championship if he finishes tonight. This is a long race. It's supposed to be long because it's double points. However, I was hoping to see more action, but it doesn't look like we're going to see all that much here. But however, Fishy's Roll and Ultra Prime have been very close on pace throughout their career at NBR so far. And throughout this championship, they've proved to be pretty close to each other. So we'll have to see how this plays out between the two. Ultra Prime, though, getting the edge on Fishy's Roll. To be fair, I don't think Fishy's Roll has had much practice. He just got home right before we started this. We started very late to accommodate that because we couldn't host a race unless we had him here due to our minimum attendance requirements. Oh, and there's an incident. What happened? I looked away for 2 seconds. Oh my goodness, and there's another spin. Oh. This is a very interesting incident here. I think they just... I looked away for 2 seconds. I don't think Fishy's has damage. No, neither of them have damage. Ultra Prime... I think Ultra Prime spun it in the final chicane, and Fishy's went too deep and ended up just giving him a little tap. It was just a little awkward of an exchange. It's just like, hi. Yeah, I did an oopsie. You did an oopsie. We're both in a situation together now. Luckily, no damage from either of them, and none of their races have been impacted too heavily. So far, though, great drive from everybody on track. This is going to be a pretty spaced out race, I believe. Larry B the G is just driving basically as a goodbye to this game, as he's going to be playing the Premium Edition after this comes out. He's going to have access to the new Forza Motorsport a few days early. We should have... In hindsight, we really should have ended the championship before or right when the Premium Edition launched, because it gives a little less, you know, you're getting the Premium Edition late early access. You get 2 days early compared to the 5, but, you know, it's a free game. I don't think many people would complain about that. We have a lot of things planned for the new game, and I can actually list you off a few things that we know are coming. First of all, the DMEC. This is the replacement for the MCE series, our Multi-Class Endurance Championship that we used to have. Multi-Class Endurance Championship has been phased out for a new version, basically a rebranding with slightly different rules and expectations. The MCE series was more of a yearly thing. Like, it was planned out to be every year there'd be an MCE championship that would span out the entire year. Now I've realized that that format does not really work as well as I thought it would. It's a cool idea and concept, but you don't get enough regular... Ooh! Did he take damage from snagging that curb? Did you see that? Oh, he snagged the bottom of it though. His car bottomed out. And so we're moving with a new model that has kind of shorter championships closer together, with less races closer together, with different BOP styles. And what doing this allows us to do is it allows us to run seasons of it. So we'll have different styles of seasons, different themes, and we can rerun the seasons. And our first DMEC championship will be using the new Cadillac LMDH car and the LMP2 of the Mazda, and a whole bunch of the new GT cars coming, well, that have come out with the new Forza. Another thing, we have a special event for the new Forza Motorsport coming up next week on Friday the 13th. More information in the special events category in the server. The Race for ALS Charity Championship will also come back next year around the same time. We'll be in different cars and with different awards for the members who participate. Announcements will come out for that way down the line. Don't worry, not in 2023. We have big plans for the new Forza Motorsport. We have a lot of stuff coming up. We're working out new rule sets, all that fun stuff. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that's been going on because, honestly, we have a lot to prepare for. We know what we're dealing with now, and not much really changes on the way we host things, but a lot changes in the rules aspect of things. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. There's not been much to commentate on in the past few laps. It's just been a hot lapping experience. Seven out of 35 laps completed of the final race of the Race for ALS Charity Championship at NBR. We're rounding out to the end of our championship here. This is our first time around doing a charity championship, and we hope to do it again next year. We've raised a good bit of money. The PayPal has, we've raised $68 in total so far, not including revenue made from advertisements, which I think will add about $15 onto that. So that includes Twitch subscribers, bit donations, and watching advertisements on Twitch. That will also bring in money. And we gotta say congrats to Larry B. the G for winning the championship and winning a copy of the premium edition of the new Forza Motorsport that is coming out in October. It is October now, but it's coming out in a few days. You'll get access to the premium edition, and congrats to LL Mr. Sunshine for coming in second. You'll get the deluxe edition, and third place is still up for grabs. Technically, Chavez still looks like he's going to lock out third position, but anything could happen if he DNFs and is unable to rejoin. That means anything could happen. I think Ultra Prime still has to win the championship, win the race over Larry B. the G to get it. I'm not sure how likely that is. There'd have to be 2 DNFs. I mean, anything could happen. A red flag could cause a big mix-up in the pack. Anybody DNFs from this race, it is a red flag. Due to our lack of attendance policy here at NBR, below 4 drivers on the track will result in the race being red flagged due to the fact that there are, it'll be red flagged and restart. God, I have to read through the rulebook again. I'm so glad I'm changing some of the rules going forward into the new game, because a lot of them need to be repolished. Eight out of 35 laps to go. Looks like Larry's about to come up on lap traffic. Fishies is about to go down a lap. See how this goes. It shouldn't be too big of an issue. They're not actively in a battle, either of them. Nine out of 30 laps completed. For race number 6, the finale for the Race for ALS NBR Charity Championship. Sorry for the lack of commentating. I've been trying to post a few announcements about the fundraiser. Ultra Prime in the pits for taking his first pit stop of the race on lap 11 out of 35. Coming out of the beautiful pit lane, he's going to come out in a little bit of traffic here, as Fishy's Rule is going to take over third place from Ultra Prime. And whoa, Chavez getting really loose. Does he save that slide? That was a massive slide from Chavez. I think he saved it. Holy crap, he's going to lose a little bit of time there, but he's not going to lose any places. He has some transmission damage, unfortunately. That could be a game error. He's trying to get back by lap traffic here. Chavez does it beautifully. So Fishy's Rule now holds third place from Ultra Prime, but I think Fishy's Rule is yet to pit. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. See where this puts Fishy's Rule. Ooh, Fishy's has got massive transmission damage. 32%, that's going to be affecting performance. Oh, Fishy's Rule getting loose on the curb there. Oh, was not able to save it and is parked on the apex. Oh, he was able to recover before Ultra Prime had to go through there. Now, Ultra Prime's going to be trying to get back that position from Fishy's Rule. See if Ultra Prime's only going to be able to get the pass on Fishy's Rule here. He's coming through the final stages of the laps. Oh, Ultra Prime getting a little locked up. These two are very close on pace and have been for the past few races, but it looks like Fishy's Rule's struggling here at Dubai. Let's see. We're getting real squirrely on that final corner there. He's going to try and recover it. It's taking more transmission damage. Whoa, Ultra Prime sliding past the frame there. Hardened the brakes into turn 1. These two are probably going to be the most interesting duel we'll see in this race. They're not even fighting for podium positions here. However, if Fishy's wins somehow, after being a lap down, then that's incredible. Lap 12 out of 35 to go. We still got a lot of racing left ahead of us. Anything can happen. Fishy's Rule still taking some pretty bad transmission damage. I think he's messing up the power shifts. He's damaging his car a lot, and he's getting slower shifts as a result of that. However, I know some of the transmission damage isn't reported accurately in the telemetry and spectator mode for some reason. But I'm not sure how much is true, though. I think he's at 44. It's at 40% now. The 44 is just a bug for some reason. And Chavez looks to have slowed down a little bit. I'm not sure what happened there. It seems like Fishy's rule is a bit closer to him this lap. It could just be that they get a little bit more bunched up on the slower corners. But Larry B the G taking his first pit stop, coming out of the pits now. See him go. He's about to go under the bridge. Well, yeah, under the bridge into the tunnel and back out. We'll see if the lap traffic is able to get up to him. I don't think they're going to be close enough. And I think Chavez just took his first pit stop. Yes, he did. Chavez took a pit stop. 13 out of 35 laps left to go. Chavez is going to get lapped by lap traffic here. Now, I'm curious. Did Chavez get damage? Is that why he's pitting so early again? No clue. Fishy's rule still holding a pretty good gap from Ultra Prime here. Ooh, running really wide out of the hairpin before the first long straightaway. Tricky corners on this track. Goodness gracious. Thank you to our donators on PayPal for the ALS charity fundraiser. We have a first donation of $25 from Lawrence Bartolome the third. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And Joseph Penzera with $68 donation. Thank you very much. This is a huge donation going towards our goals. It's not too late to donate. If you'd also like to help fund the fundraiser for the ALS Association, donate in the Twitch stream or donate in the PayPal link below. All funds will be given to the ALS Association at the end of the fundraiser, including any revenue made from the streams, including from advertisement, bit donations, or subscriptions, will go to me, and then I will donate them to the ALS Association myself. Thank you to all who have contributed. I think our goal is at 93 plus 43. $136 total. And that's not including revenue I've made from Twitch streaming, which I think... Let's see what my current balance is. Did I just not stream in that time frame? So our total amount is $149. We'll round it up to 150. That's not bad so far. We're hoping for a little bit higher. I mean, I set the goal to 1,000. That was a little overly ambitious. $150 is not bad. Every single dollar helps. So far, Ultra Prime's been struggling to catch up to Fishy's Curious if Ultra Prime's just been struggling in the car tonight. I think he did get tune numbers from Larry, so the new tune could be a little rough to handle. Larry's a bit more experienced, so he can handle more oversteery aggressive tunes that help him go faster. But at the same time, when you have a more aggressive tune, it's a lot harder to handle it. And he's getting lapped here by Chavez in any second now. There's going around the... Ooh, getting a little block there. Ultra Prime does dive to the inside, trying to let him by. It's a last-minute move by Chavez, but he makes it happen. Fishy's here in the pits, and Ultra Prime's going to get past Fishy's now. I believe they're off by a pit cycle. We'll have to see how this plays out. We're halfway through the race. Lap 15 out of 35. No red flags, no safety cars. We've been clean all the way through. This is the final race for the NBR Race for ALS Charity Championship for 2023. And we are back. Ultra Prime still holding a third place position. No big upsets so far in the races. We're lap 18 out of 35. For race number 6 for the NBR Race for ALS Charity Championship. This is the final race in Forza Motorsport 7 we will ever host. This is a farewell drive, welcoming new game. Our first new game event is on Friday the 13th, next week. Driving, you can choose one of the 3 starter cars, build them up to B class or A class. What does it say? Gotta double check, because I'm not hosting the event. I believe it's B class. Yeah, level them up to B class, whatever modifications you'd like to do, and we'll have a race. This will be exploring the new PI system, the new buildings, and it gives time people to upgrade their cars and level them up to be able to upgrade them to that. Fishy's rule also in the pits, I believe. Yep, Fishy's rule pitting. I think he's now pitted behind Ultra Prime. We'll have to see when Ultra Prime needs to pit again. It's only lap 18 out of 35. The new game is going to bring a lot of new things into the equation, including fuel saving, tire strategy. It'll be real fun, and there's going to be a lot of new rules accompanying it. Oh, Ultra Prime with a big slide there. So we can see Larry B the G catching up to some lap traffic once again. I might be mistaken, but Chavez is lifting and coasting very heavily. I thought for a second that he ran out of fuel. Maybe Chavez is trying to try something on Larry here. Maybe it was an audio bug? Let's see. Goes into this corner. Maybe it was an audio bug. It sounded like he was lifting and coasting. Very interesting. He's getting low on fuel. Tap on his dashboard real quick. Oh, we gotta do this because Forza. See if he has some kind of strategy up his sleeve. Is he trying to pit one more time? Because we have about 13 laps left. Now, no. There, he already crossed the line, yeah. So about 14 laps left. Is he going to try and one stop from here to the end? I think he's a little bit more of a pit stop away from Larry. I think he's 2 stops away. I don't know, Larry could still fumble this. He's not in any, like... If Larry fumbles the win here, I think that just guarantees Chavez a third place in the championship. So wait a minute, let me double check the points. I don't think Chavez can still win from now. It is double points if he were to win the race. Hold on, my Google Sheets is taking a while to load. So Mr. Sunshine has 130. Chavez has 70. Oh, Chavez would be 10 points away from taking second place if he wins. Darn, that's close. Those best lap points have really helped Sunshine out. Unfortunately, in the end, it didn't end up giving him the championship. I want to read you off some crazy stats from this championship so far. Sunshine has gotten every single best lap except for one. He has finished in the top 3 every race, except for this one, obviously. He's finished second 4 times in a row, finally getting a win last week. Who else? Chavez has come in the top 3 times in a row, has finished third 3 times in a row. Larry B. the G has been in the podium every single race, not a huge surprise, but had a winning streak of 3 races from race 2 to 4. Relampago was also in the podium for both races he attended, DNF'd from the other 2 he attended, and finished in the podium for those 2. And Ultra Prime, every single race he has finished, he finished in 5th. It's going to be the first time Chavez is not going to finish in 5th. He's DNF'd 1, unfortunately, which was at Magello. That's a really unfortunate one. Because he was really close to finishing that one, and would have scored double points. Also, here we go, we're back with the battle between Ultra Prime and Fishy's Rule. This has been an ongoing thing for a lot of this championship. We'll have to see how that goes. Ooh, Ultra Prime a little loose. He's been having issues in this chicane, it seems. But Ultra Prime still sticking with Fishy's Rule here. Ooh, Fishy's Rule making a big mistake into the hotel section. Ultra Prime's going to catch up now, almost within a second. Fishy's also getting a little drifty. This might be the most action we've seen all race so far. Lap 24 out of 35. Ultra Prime is almost within half a second of Fishy's Rule here. Is Ultra Prime going to finish last, or is he going to finish get Fishy's here? He's been struggling on pace a lot this race. Fishy's going to go really deep into the final corner. It's going to allow Ultra Prime to get into the action. Look at the run Ultra Prime does, but he lifts off. Here we go. Here's the battle for the podium position, actually. Is Fishy's Rule going to get his first podium at NBR, or is Ultra Prime going to get a podium? Actually, I think this is going to be both of their first podiums if they're able to finish. See, oh, Fishy's Rule getting drifty. They both got a little slidey. Out of turn 1, onto the fast right-hander now, heading towards the chicane, and Ultra Prime's going to get the move done. Fishy's Rule got squirrely hard on the brakes here into the chicane. Both drivers have been really strong this championship. They've improved a lot. Both have a lot of pace on the table. Both have a lot of potential in them, and I can't wait to see what they're able to do in the new game. I believe Fishies does not have the new game yet. I think Ultra has the new series. We'll see. We'll have to see if they're able to make it to the new game, but I think they both have potential. And also, Fishies is on a wheel, so that's a little bit of a disadvantage in Forza Motorsport 7 due to there being poor wheel support. However, in the new Motorsport, Fishies might be quicker because there's better wheel support. There's more adjustable settings that you're able to do to make your life a little bit better. I'll have to see how that plays out. Ultra Prime, though, getting the lead from Fishies. Hop on board with Fishies Rule. Fishies Rule running a little wide. See if Fishies is able to contend that position. We're starting to round out this long race. It's almost done, guys. I know we've been doing a lot of sitting around and just watching and listening. Larry B the G in for his possibly final pit. Whoa, Ultra Prime with a massive slide. Did he get into the wall? I don't think he did, but Fishy's Rule's gonna get the position back from Ultra Prime, and it's back on for the battle for the podium position. And Fishy's Rule now in third place. Ultra Prime getting a little drifty. They're heading towards the final two corners. Tricky 90 degrees. Been real good competition between the two. I believe Ultra Prime may be the more experienced driver out of the two here. I know Ultra Prime's been with us at NBR for a little longer than Fishies. They both have great attitudes as drivers, even though they were coming into this league completely outpaced. Because, like, everybody who's still racing at NBR is basically no lives at the game, and either are part of a team, like an esports team like LMP, or their staff here. That's basically it. Or, yeah, run their own leagues and stuff. That's basically the only people who are still racing here. But Ultra Prime, like they're sweats. They have so much time. Ultra Prime and Fishies, even though they were less experienced, came here with great attitudes and have been running great races. They've been real consistent. And that's how you get better at a game, is even if you're bad or slow, you can improve. These guys have been putting it to finishing races. I've got to say props to that. We've seen people come here who were slower in the pack, who rage quit and leave. And, you know, they never race with us. They never get the community experience. They don't have fun. You know, these two guys, even at the back of the pack, they've had fun. They've been laughing, enjoying these races. And, you know, it makes me happy because that's why we started this place. Have fun. We're all skilled. Now, I know losing is not fun. But when you get into that mindset that you have to win, it starts to take away from the fun of the game. Whoa, Ultra Prime getting a little squirrely on the curbs there. I've done that a few times myself. And you know what's funny is that, trust me, those curbs get even nastier in Forza Motorsport due to, well, the physics are more consistent with the new curbs, but there's a lot less grip on those curbs if you're not careful. Especially when braking. Ten laps to go. And that will be the final race done for the Race for ALS Charity Championship of 2023. Prime slowly shaving off the gap between Fishy's Rule. 30 out of 35. We're rounding out the final race here. Ultra Prime in for his final pit stop, it looks like, with 5 laps to go. Fishy's Rule is staying out and might get Ultra Prime in the pits here. We'll have to see. I believe Fishy pitted a little earlier. I had to step away for a moment. See who's able to get out first. It looks like Fishy's Rule takes 3rd place. Is Fishy's gonna have to pit? No, they did pit recently, I was right. Lap 30 out of 35, 5 laps to go. .31 out of 35 laps to go. We're rounding out to the end of the 2023 NBR Race for ALS Charity Championship. Ooh, Fishy's Rule going super deep into the final chicane at the end of the straightaway. We'll see if Ultra Prime's able to make it up. It's about 10 seconds to make up on Fishy's Rule here. Is Fishy's going to get his first podium? Ultra Prime not making much time up yet on Fishy's. And it looks like Fishy's Rule might get his first podium here if he keeps this drive up. It's been a pretty good, strong drive for this entire race. Ultra Prime, they've both been prone to mistakes, but it seems like Ultra Prime has been involved with some pretty major ones. He's losing a lot of time to Fishy's right now. Fishy's might be on to get their first podium at NBR. Lap 32 out of 35. Larry B. the G is rounding out to finally solidify his position in the championship. He finishes this race, or if he doesn't finish this race, he wins the championship. Prime losing even more time. Chavez looks to be finishing out in third here. It's still not solidified yet if he DNFs and somehow somehow Fishy's Rule finishes first. He has a chance of losing that third place, but for how low laps we have left and the red flag rules that would have to be in place, it's very unlikely that that will happen. So he's pretty solid in his third place right now as long as he finishes. Ultra Prime also in good places. Not prize-winning places yet, however, still a good drive from everyone involved. On board with our overall leader, Larry B. the G, who has driven a great drive throughout every single race this championship. It's been a back-and-forth battle between him and LL Mr. Sunshine. Lap 33 out of 35. Only 2 laps remain. Larry B. the G is about to start his final lap for the final race of the Race for ALS Charity Championship, and this is going to give us some time to reflect on the championship so far and everything that's happened. This has been a great drive from everybody involved. We had a little less showing than we'd expected due to the game in its dying ages. However, we still had a good race. We had a good championship, good time. Everybody had fun, from my knowledge. We have a few new members who joined us for it. And Larry B. the G is going to get the copy of the Premium Edition after this race and will be able to start playing the new Forza Motorsport. Some great drives, some great drama from race 1 to the end. Fishies is also about to make an achievement here. He's about to get his first podium finish at NBR. He's going to do it on the last race of Forza Motorsport 7. It's been a fun championship. I kind of wish I was able to drive in it because I love the Lotus and I love the way it drove. I specifically chose the Lotus because of it being like it's fast, it's easy to drive, but it's also kind of tricky to get to drive it fast because it's such like it's a real handling car. It's not a powerful car, so you have to be very, very quick in the corners and very understanding of the balance, and throwing it around isn't super easy. But it is easy to drive in general because you don't. If you're gentle with it and you make it turn calmly, it's going to treat you well because it's a light, nimble car. But it's also fun to race, and we've seen that it has been great racing since race 1. It's been a little bit of a bizarre track choices due to I wanted to include some weird ones, some ones we won't see in the new Forza Motorsport. Oh my goodness! And Larry B. the G completely missed the... Oh, never mind. He's doing donuts. We'll allow it. We will allow it. Larry B. the G is celebrating. I don't think... maybe that was intentional. Larry B. the G is allowed to do donuts at the start-finish line as long as everybody stays clear. I'm giving that go-ahead. As Larry B. the G is about to finish first in the championship here. He's got a few more corners to go. We'll give him the... He's okay to celebrate. With an incredible drive, Larry comes home to win the championship. It was going to be down to the wire, but unfortunately, his competition was unable to make it tonight, and Larry B. the G is going to win a second championship at NBR, making him a two-time champion. We'll see if Larry does some celebrating here. As he comes around the final corner. Nope, he sends it through. He sends it through. I don't think the message came across. However, that's okay. We have Chavez. Oh, game. Did somebody disconnect? Oh, mailman left, okay. Chavez, coming home to finish second, is going to finish third overall in the championship. Now, I believe Fishies and Ultra Prime are 2 laps down, so they still have 2 laps to duel it out. I believe there's a pretty big gap between the two right now. Ultra Prime significantly far away. I'm really curious what happened. He's a whole minute behind almost. Fishies might be able to get this podium finish. We'll have to wait and see. As Chavez rounds the final corner of the final race, and is going to come home to finish second and finish third in the championship. He was a few races late to the championship, but still made it to the top 3. What an incredible drive from Chavez. Chavez has been up at the top places for a lot of championships so far. He hasn't been able to exactly push for the win yet, but he's been up there. He's been in the top 3. He's performed excellent every single time. He's only had a few times where he's been a little hairy because he couldn't understand the car. However, he's going to finish third overall. There we go. We're on board with almost our newest podium member. Fishy's Rule. He's got 2 laps to go. What a race, what a championship. We'll start post-race interviews for the top two while the race is completing. Because we're running late and Welcome, welcome. I'll get the audio included in a second. There we go. Alright, we'll wait for Larry to get in here. We'll get the interviews going while we wait for the last two to finish. Or not. We'll see if Larry actually joins. I think Larry died.
No
Well,
way.
we'll start with you, Chavez, just to get things out of the way, because we're running late.
No problem.
Congrats! You finished second in this race and finished third overall in the championship. You're gonna get yourself a copy of the new Forza Motorsport, just a standard copy, but you'll get that gifted to you after the full game is released. How are you feeling about your drive today and your drive overall in the championship?
The championship overall, I feel it was a misback for me. I did some really good races, other races I really didn't have any pace,
Hmm.
but I think it was Mugello. Yeah, Mugello. From that race
Yes.
onwards, I picked it up. Like, of course, I don't feel I was at the same level as Larry or Sunshine. They had like all the strategies and overall way
Ridiculous amounts of
comes.
pace.
Yeah, because on this race, I knew Larry was gonna be faster than me. I knew he was fuel saving, but by lap 7 it became evident like, damn, he's saving a lot, so I knew I couldn't have it. But
Hmm.
for the new game, hopefully, if we can do it again, I think I can be closer, hopefully. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Uh, on this game, uh, it was like a game that I rarely played like competitively. So some of the
Hmm.
tracks, even if I had the pace in wheel-to-wheel racing, they probably got me anyways, cause like I didn't have like the knowledge or enough experience to send it. And
Yeah.
if I send it like in Dubai, I think I hit Larry pretty badly. Like nothing race ending, but no ideal.
Hmm.
But a great championship. I'm glad I got to experience it, and thank you for hosting.
And thank you for racing. Yeah, you've been pretty good up. You like your pace wise overall. You finished in the top. Like championship wise, you finished in the top three or very close to it. Everything you've participated in so far. I think that's a mix of good pace and good attendance, which is getting you up there. You were very
Yeah,
close to winning one championship. I forgot what it was. Was it the BRZs?
yeah, the BRC.
Ah, hopefully you can get a new one in a championship in the new game. I have high hopes for you.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Ah, and thank you for racing, and we'll move on to our championship winner, Larry B. the G, with a great championship drive, winning first overall, with a great drive every single race. Unfortunately, it had to come to an end at a little sour note. Sunshine not being able to make it tonight. But how are you feeling overall with the overall championship? You deserve this win.
Yeah, I definitely think it was definitely one of my better executed leagues. I think I definitely kind of had to. It's unfortunate I couldn't really race Sunshine outright for it in the last race, but um, yeah, you take them where you can get them. I'm really happy with how I did.
It was a great performance. I was kind of surprised to see you and Sunshine battling it out so much, and often you getting the upper hand most races. There's only a few that got away from you.
Yeah,
And even then,
yeah, I
the
think
double points at Magello was your best finish.
yeah, I had a bit of a rough start at Maple Valley, but I had a couple of good field strategy races that really put me into the mix, and then I was a little bit worried about these last two because strategy wasn't going to be as important. It was going to be more pace wise, but yeah, overall, like I said, I'm pretty happy.
Oh yeah. Congrats. You'll get the premium edition gifted to you shortly, whenever Mailman's able to get to it.
Awesome. I'm still on my Xbox One. I actually haven't set up my Series S yet. Okay, let me. Okay.
Okay, while you guys deal with that,
Oh yeah.
get
Okay, I see it.
our next.
Oh yep, I see it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Where is Fishy's role on my friends list? I find you. Oh, and thank you, Larry, for driving in this championship. We love to see you around NBR, and congrats. 2 championships with us. So next up, we're waiting for Fishies to get in here. In the meantime, Prime. Seems like Fishies bested you today. They were a little bit a little bit quicker, it seemed. How are you feeling about that? Hello? Did my game break?
No,
Can
you
anyone
good?
hear me? Okay. Ultra, we cannot hear you for some reason. Fishies, you there? Yes. All right. We'll start with yours since. Oh, okay.
I had to fix that.
I'll resume Ultra Prime's interview, then I'll get to you. So as I was saying, you looked to have Fishies for a while, and then you didn't have them, and then you got a huge gap towards the end. What happened?
Near that end part, I was driving fine. Then all of a sudden, my batteries decided to go out, and I
Oh.
smacked every wall possible until I could get my USB cable to it. And so that's
Hmm.
what really happened back there. Otherwise, we were doing pretty good on keeping each other in between laps. But I think those curves are what really killed me off on those. Otherwise, it was good fun, and I love to be out here with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for racing with the whole championship.
Yeah, definitely.
It's great to see you almost every race except for Monza.
Yeah.
But we excused you because you went to go watch football.
Hey, Taylor Swift was there too.
Oh, hey, that's a double win.
So it was a double win there. Can't blame on that.
Congrats on the finish.
Yeah,
Congrats
thank
on
you.
the championship position. Hope to see you in the new game, hopefully.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. And our newest podium finisher, Fishy's Rule, got third place, a first podium at NBR. How are you feeling about that drive? Awesome. Thank you for excuse me. Thank you for racing with us. It's been awesome having you here. And thank you all for everyone who's participated in this championship to make it what it has been. Everybody who's participated will be gifted in Forza Motorsport 7 a special Lotus, the same one you've been driving, but with an exclusive livery that only participants of the championship will have access to. It'll be gifted to you in a couple of business days, as I have to work out some technicalities with Turn 10. I'm not sure we can get it in the new game and ask about that. However, we expect to do this again next year, and the top 3 will be added to a group chat where we can discuss what cars and tracks we want to run next year in the new game. So that's been the 2023 Race for ALS Charity Championship. We've raised over $150 as of now. The fundraiser on PayPal will stay open for another day. However, the Twitch fundraiser is now over. Thank you all for sticking with us. It's been fun. And goodbye, Forza Motorsport 7. And that's it.
Start singing, everybody.